Yes, these polls that are to be held on December 4 have become almost as crucial as any other state elections currently. This is a contest which can also be seen as a referendum on the Aam Aadmi Party's performance at the government level and the confidence that the public has or doesn't have on the BJP at the MCD level, where they have been in power for 15 years. To discuss the challenge for the incumbent party, I'm joined by the National Vice President and Delhi in charge of the BJP, Mr. Panda. Next. Thanks a lot, Mr. Panda, for your time. I must begin by saying you seem to have an unenviable position in the BJP as Delhi in charge, because Delhi is a particular conundrum for the party where it sweeps the Lok Sabha but hasn't been able to make a dent in the assembly for many years now. Now people are saying the AAP is giving a run for its money to the BJP in the MCD elections. Will you concede this is a massive challenge for you?
Quite the contrary. I think I'm extremely fortunate. Not only does the BJP keep winning all the Lok Sabha seats with the popularity of Prime Minister Modi, but in the MCD also, we keep winning regularly. We have a tremendous team. If you look at the enthusiasm among our workers, if you look at the enthusiasm in the public, we are poised for a big victory in the MCD elections. And there are reasons for that. One is the work that has been done, both from the national government. For example, recently Prime Minister Modi gave away thousands of homes that have been built in former slums to rehabilitate former jhuggi dwellers. Similarly, the BJP government has built several very large biodiversity eco parks, has built infrastructure, has built world-class schools. On the other hand, the Aam Aadmi Party has got exposed to the public finally. The public has seen its massive scams. I mean, apart from the liquor scam, and now there is information about massive swindling from even schools in the classroom scam. But look at what is happening in Tihar jail. Their minister has been there inside Tihar for many months. The courts are not giving him bail because of prima facie evidence of money laundering, and yet he gets 5-star treatment. He gets massage from a child rapist. They try to fob it off. The leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party try to fob it off and say that it's physiotherapy, when it gets proven that that's no physiotherapist, it's a child rapist. The people of Delhi are fed up with this.
But, you know, this was going to be exactly my next question. The Aam Aadmi Party says that everything else, but for what matters at the MCD level, which is civic issues, are being discussed before these elections. And that's because the BJP has nothing to show for its work.
Well, that's bizarre, because we are discussing pollution, and the Aam Aadmi Party has done nothing about it. You and I and your families and all of Delhi's families are suffering terribly, because we have heard a lot of talk, we have heard a lot of campaigning, we have seen a lot of advertisements from the Delhi government, but no real action on the ground. Delhi's pollution is as bad as ever, and lakhs of children are suffering. People don't want to vote this kind of a government into office again. Secondly, if you want to talk about civic issues, let's talk about the Yamuna. Now, for the last 8 years, your viewers have seen the leader of the Aam Aadmi Party promising that he will clean up the Yamuna. Every year he promises this. Every election he promises this. 8 years later, all the thousands of crores of central funds given to him for cleaning up the Yamuna lie unused. They're not interested in any civic issues. We keep raising the civic issues, but the point is they are not able to answer the very serious issues of serious allegations of corruption that have come out. Now look at the liquor scam. They have opened liquor vends 3 times the numbers. You've got liquor vends in front of schools. You have liquor vends in front of gurdwaras. The assistant of the second most important Aam Aadmi Party leader has now given statements, given evidence to the police of large amounts of money being made in the liquor scam, with money trail, with dates and times and places and people. There are no answers to that. They are not giving any answers as to why they have not removed Satyendra Jain, even though he is in jail for 5 months. Courts are not giving him bail, and he is getting this special treatment and massages from child rapists. They have to answer these questions.
Speaking of corruption though, while the BJP will naturally shine a gaze at the corruption charges that the Aam Aadmi Party government is facing, what about the corruption in the MCD? In Delhi, the most pervasive feeling is that there is widespread corruption at the MCD level, which the BJP has held for 15 years?
If you see the track record, whenever there has been a credible allegation of corruption, BJP has taken action. In fact, we have even taken action on MCDs, on MCD councillors who used to be with the BJP because of corruption allegations. These are the people that have been embraced by the Aam Aadmi Party. And, let's talk about MCD corruption. You have seen recently, sting operations have come out of two kinds. One is Aam Aadmi Party leaders threatening and extorting money from government officers, threatening them with transfers if they don't give them their collections. You have also seen sting operations of Aam Aadmi Party leaders selling tickets. You had a tragic incident yesterday when an Aam Aadmi Party worker committed suicide, and there are widespread allegations because that ticket, like many other tickets, has been sold by the Aam Aadmi Party, and out of frustration he has committed suicide. Now, if the Aam Aadmi Party is not taking care of its own workers, how can anyone expect that they will take care of the people of Delhi? Now, these are sting operations that your viewers have seen, whether on your channel or online. Now, whenever there are any credible allegations where the BJP can act, we have acted immediately. Aam Aadmi Party is taking no action against their minister, who is in jail for 5 months, and they have absolutely no shame in that.
Okay. Finally, can I ask you, your BJP manifesto was released today, the Sankalp Patra for the MCD elections. What about it do you think will capture the voters' mind? What is new and fresh in that? And secondly, is anti-incumbency your biggest enemy in these elections?
If we talk about anti-incumbency, we must talk about the Aam Aadmi Party's 8 years, where they have failed to live up to even a single one of their promises. Neither have they cleaned up the Yamuna, nor have they reduced the pollution in Delhi, nor have they built a single hospital, nor have they built any real infrastructure that was not funded by the central government. We actually have built a lot of things which I mentioned earlier in this interview. And I see the enthusiasm with which our cadre is working on the field, the enthusiasm with which the campaign is happening, the enthusiasm with which the people are receiving us. And that's because we are a transparent party. We are a democratic party. Our tickets have been given fairly, consulting our karyakartas right from mandal level all the way up to our MLAs and MPs and state leaders. So there is widespread appreciation that we have picked the right candidates, whereas the Aam Aadmi Party has sold its tickets. And as a result, the average Aam Aadmi Party karyakarta is not at all enthused about working for the party at all. I can say that they are facing the brunt of anti-incumbency. We are poised on the verge of a historic sweeping victory.
Okay, we'll wait to see what happens, and of course we'll get you back after the MCD elections results are out. Mr. Panda, thanks a lot for speaking to CNN News 18. On that note, I'm slipping into a very short break. On the other side, the day's biggest stories.